Hello. Right now I'm actually running Windows 10 Pro, as you can see here. And yes, I have kind of an old computer, but it shouldn't really matter because this should be enough for running Windows 10. But I'm having some performance issues with it, especially hard drives and SSDs. The file transfers between them are actually slower. Also, the SSD is slower, and even if I install drivers for it, uh, it's just slow. And for example, my network card, if I go to Device Manager here, if I go to Network Adapters, I have the Intel Gigabit CT Desktop adapter. It's an Intel card. And if I go to the driver here, you can see the driver provider is from Microsoft. And when it comes to these kind of drivers, I don't want Microsoft's drivers because they usually suck. They aren't really that good. So if you want the real performance out of things, you need to have the drivers from the manufacturer. But the problem is that when there aren't any drivers from Intel for this network card for Windows 10. I tried to install the drivers that is for Windows 7, but it won't install. Windows 10 won't install it because Windows 10 says that this network card doesn't exist. Well, it actually does because it's right there. So I can't install the Intel drivers for my network card. And the only actually driver that I can install for this system is the graphics drivers, basically. And I actually installed, well, there's another driver, and that's the for the chipset, the so-called INF update or INF update. That actually worked, but I didn't notice any performance difference at all when I installed those sort of chipset drivers. And also when I play games, the performance went down the drain completely. In Minecraft, the frames per second, the FPS, was cut in half. Even though I have the right drivers for it. For example, you can check this. The driver is from NVIDIA. It's the latest driver. It's the 36191 drivers. It's from the beginning of this month. It's like they released it, was it 12 days ago? It's like, what? And the same thing with other games. The performance is just really bad. So what I will do is that I will actually create a backup image of this hard drive or SSD. That's an image, a copy of the hard drive basically as an image file on a separate hard drive. So if I decide to return to Windows 10 later on, I can just restore that image file to the hard drive, or SSD I mean, and it can continue. But right now the performance hit is just too bad to run Windows at the moment. I don't want to run Windows, and it's not just the performance in games, it's just other things that are kind of annoying things that you delete libraries and they come back automatically, and everything, so not everything, but stuff feels sluggish, laggy and weird, and I can't set the system up the way I want to. And no, I will actually run Windows 10 in a later state or later later on, so to speak. So yeah, right now Windows 10 is going down the garbage bin or recycle bin. So yeah, see you later.
A few moments later.
I'm back in Windows 7 Professional. So yeah, it's basically had a separate hard drive or a separate SSD where I had my Windows 7 installed. So the only thing I had to do is just to swap the Windows 10 SSD to this one. And I'm up and running, and everything feels so much snappier, so much quicker, and everything looks better as well. So yeah, very nice, very nice. See you later.